Oroku, we're gonna be like that old guy in Ronin when we were old with all of his armies. You know what? I may have said this before, but I remember that movie because like we rented it once and I didn't watch it the day we rented it. I was doing something else, homework or something. So my brother watched it with the rest of the family. But then he came back to me like later in the day and he was like, "You gotta watch Ronin because you're in it. There's a guy that's just like you." And I was like, "Huh? What do you mean? Robert De Niro, Al Pacino? What is Al Pacino in that? I don't know. Like, I don't get it. How could there be a guy like me in this movie?" So I'm watching this movie, and it happens like 2/3 of the way into the movie, right? Like, it doesn't happen immediately that you see that guy. So I'm watching and waiting. I'm like, I don't see who this is. I don't see this guy that's supposed to be me. And then finally they get to him. He's like the medic, right? The medic that like he just let out a hearty real laugh IRL at that. Story time with Ipo. So finally we get to that point and it's like this fat burly guy with a mustache. He's got like the magnifying glasses and he's painting like Civil War miniatures. And then he stitches up Robert De Niro or something. And I was like, okay, that's the guy. It took like it took freaking like an hour and a half to get to that point. And then later, Katarina Witt she almost gets killed or something, like one of those ice skating girls. I remember that too. She was the one like there's Tanya Harding and then the other one that got like her knee bashed in. And I'm pretty sure she's in it. And yeah, yeah. Apparently, I was in that movie. That guy. He explains why the film is called Ronin. And does he use a miniature to do that too? Does he take out like a little miniature samurai and he starts talking about like Ronins? That's like the biggest freaking weeb noob thing, weebish miniature nerd thing you could ever do. And he's telling it to freaking Robert De Niro. That movie has a really good chase scene though. I remember like to this day that like that movie definitely has one of the best chase scenes, at least that I can recall. You don't think he brings out a Ronin figure? I kind of wish he does. I wish he did though. It's probably on YouTube. I'm gonna look that up. Oh my god. I did think that the armies were Japanese, but maybe I was imagining that. I thought that they were I thought that they were like yeah, like Civil War guys or something. Copper, this is why representation is important. You'll get someone to watch your film for 2 seconds of representation. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of like, that's me? I'm not sure if I want to be represented in that fashion. I'm not sure if I want to be that guy. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe he was cool.